We're excited to introduce our distinguished graduates to you today. The people that you see on stage were once just like you, students at Central High School who graduated and went on to do some amazing things. We're honored to have them here with us today to share their stories with you and to learn a little bit about their lives. Please remember, phones should be away, respect at all times. This could be you one day sitting up here. Please join me in welcoming all of our distinguished graduates this morning. And now, Amy Olson will speak about our first graduate.
Since graduating from Hopewell Valley High School in 1973, Jeffrey Barnhart has had a stellar career as a marketing executive, serving as CEO and founder of Creative Marketing Alliance. Jeff founded his full-service strategic marketing and integrated communications firm in 1987. The award-winning company in Princeton Junction has launched and managed proven marketing programs to meet client objectives using a combination of strategy and creativity for more than 29 years. CMA was named 2016 Outstanding Small Business of the Year by the Mid-Jersey Chamber of Commerce for achieving measurable results for clients through branding, marketing, and public relations. Jeff, now a West Windsor resident, has developed and implemented successful marketing campaigns to help numerous companies grow and achieve their strategic imperatives. Prior to founding CMA, his extensive background included the integration of sales and marketing through 3 mergers at Philips Lighting as the Director of Marketing Communications. While at Philips, Jeff led the launch of compact fluorescent lamps, one of the first energy-efficient, environmentally beneficial lighting products in the U.S. market. Shortly after founding CMA in 1987, he was instrumental in working with the Environmental Protection Agency to develop and initiate the Green Lights program to encourage U.S. corporations to install energy-efficient lighting technologies. This was the first program that advocated using new lighting technologies to reduce electricity demand, the precursor to the current Energy Star program. One of CMA's first clients was a credit card manufacturer that hired CMA to rebrand the company. Working with this card manufacturer led Jeff to launch the International Card Manufacturers Association in 1989. He saw there was no association that represented credit card manufacturers and personalizers that focused on manufacturing of the card, the equipment, and the raw materials that made up the card. At CMA, Jeff believes that the people are his #1 resource and his product is only as good as the people creating it. With that in mind, Jeff has made it a priority to support local people and businesses in the region. Throughout the years, CMA has grown from a small startup to a nationally recognized business with 35 employees. He also actively recruits interns each semester from area colleges to mentor with CMA staff members.
CMA has always been dedicated to being a community leader. Each year, Jeff leads the company in participating in a diverse spread of charitable causes and consistently seeks out new opportunities to give back. Historically, CMA has received several recognitions for its participation in other charitable activities. Most notably, CMA was recently recognized for its longtime support of the Special Olympics of New Jersey Law Enforcement Torch Run program. The agency has donated marketing services to this cause for more than 20 years. Jeff has also been individually recognized as a community leader, having previously served on the board of directors for the American Red Cross of Central New Jersey, and as a 2-term president of the Central Jersey Regional Chapter of the American Diabetes Association. He is a past recipient of the Richard Mack Communication Excellence Award from the National American Red Cross, and was recognized with an Outstanding Service Award and an Outstanding Achievement in Fundraising Award from the American Diabetes Association. CMA has been recognized with more than 325 awards to date from various organizations in the marketing industry, as well as for the communications pieces it provides to the charitable organizations it serves. Further demonstrating the success of the firm, which rebranded the Mercer Regional Chamber of Commerce to the Mid-Jersey Chamber of Commerce, the Chamber received a 2013 award of Communication Excellence in an annual awards competition sponsored by the American Chamber of Commerce Executives. The competition attracted entries from chambers of all sizes across the United States, and receiving this award is considered to be a significant accomplishment from the national organization. In addition to being recognized by Raleigh University, where he received a journalism degree in 1978 with an Alumni Achievement Award in recognition of professional excellence, Jeff has also been named Small Business Person of the Year in the Princeton Regional Chamber of Commerce and an Entrepreneur of the Year finalist for Incorporated magazine. In his spare time, Jeff is an avid boater and fisherman. In fact, he is a U.S. Coast Guard licensed 100-ton master captain. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jeffrey Barnhart.
Well, Amy, Charlie, thanks for that great introduction. I certainly appreciate that. It's really exciting to be here today, coming back to the school, coming back to your alma mater. Thanks for this prestigious honor. I'm extremely proud and pretty much humbled to be inducted into the Hopewell Distinguished Graduates Hall of Fame. I grew up in Hopewell Township. I was a Washington Crossing River rat. We were water skiing before we were walking. And that's how I started life in the greater Hopewell Valley area. I attended Titusville Elementary School, which is where my father also attended. I attended Bear Tavern, Timber Lane, and then Hopewell Valley. I always enjoyed participation. I always enjoyed being with groups. I was VP of our freshman class here. I was president of our senior class. I was voted by peers at graduation as the student who contributed the most to his class. And with that, I give many thanks to those along the way in the organization that helped me achieve that. With thanks to principals Marty Harmon, Mike Archeri, guidance counselor Grace Durkin, teachers Rich Dabusky, Jim Burns, Robert Sine, Court Hutchinson, Ron Hilton, Bill Montagna, Skip Johnson, and I played baseball for the Bulldogs and Stan Davis while I was here as well. Some of those names you may remember, some you may not, but they were very instrumental in shaping my life here at Hopewell Valley. My father was a Hopewell Township police officer, one of the founders of the police organization. He was also a founder of Union Fire and Rescue Squad. I remember as a youngster the 4th of July parade in Titusville, where I got to be like Opie Taylor and Mayberry riding in the police car that was leading the parade. It was something I'll never forget. Mayberry, just like Titusville, where people sat on the porch and they still do today, I think that's exciting. It was a great place to grow up. Life was extremely good. It was also quite an experience during my high school days with having your father as a police officer while you're in high school. I'm sure you can imagine the challenges that came with that. My mother was a teacher, and that was also a challenge because prior to being a full-time teacher, she was a substitute, and I had her for many classes as a substitute. My favorite TV show was Bewitched. I wanted to be Darren Stevens when I grew up. I wanted to present campaigns just like he did for McMahon and Tate. I wanted to do that. I attended Rider, stayed local, journalism major, marketing minor, photo editor of the Rider Yearbook, reporter for the Rider News, spent my night at Wayside Inn, now Wildflowers. And while at Rider, I interned at WPST Radio, where there I learned a valuable life lesson. I answered the request line, that's what my first internship was for, but I also got involved in writing, creating, and producing radio ads. My advice to you is do more than what's asked to do. Don't be afraid to stand out. Get all the experience you can. I shadowed an account executive and was offered a job as an AE upon graduation. My suggestion to you is if you want something, you've got to go do it. As it was suggested, my career went from early on to working at Norelco, where I ran our in-house agency, and from there, I basically, they were closing down our Hightstown facility. They were opening up a new facility in Somerset, New Jersey. And so nearly 30 years ago, I started CMA. I'm doing something I set out to do when I was your age, maybe younger. Now I'm living that childhood dream. CMA has a staff of 35 wonderful and talented people, and we were recently honored as Small Business of the Year. I'm living proof that if you want something bad enough, set your sights on it and don't let go. The secret is very simple, hard work. However, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I also believe if you get excited about Friday, you have a job. If you get excited about Monday, you're following your passion. I encourage you to follow your passion. My advice to high school students today is Don't be afraid to fail. I've made more mistakes than anybody else in my company. I've also made more right decisions. The secret is to learn from your mistakes and never repeat them. Without the opportunity to fail, you will never succeed. It's like taking the training wheels off your bicycle. My second piece of advice is treasure the journey. Some people look at life as a series of next, like a train going to the next stop. When I get out of grade school, when I graduate high school, when I graduate college, when I get my first job, when I get married, there's always going to be a next step. Enjoy the ride, especially at this point in your career. Amy, Charlie, the entire Central High School, faculty, administration, students here today, thank you again for this prestigious award. It's an honor to come back to my alma mater. Best of luck to each and every one of you as you embark on your careers. Thank you.